We are coming off possibly the worst first episode of all time, particularly in terms of results. So using the Cricket Captain Stats Pack, we just process the scorecards that we did. We've now got a duplication name checker. But in the head-to-head, and there's been a UI improvement to it, we can see we had a rough time of it. 18 matches, 6 wins, 11 losses, 33% win percentage. And it was only actually ODIs where we were 3-3. We had a decent run, in terms of decent saying, losing, where we lost about 9 games straight. But we did finish on a bit of a high, or more consistency. Bowling average-wise, in Test match cricket, we averaged 30 from 6 tests. That included 1 against Zimbabwe, 5 against India. But I think the batting is probably where we had the biggest issue. We only went and averaged 27 across the 6 tests. Skip that into ODIs and we averaged 34, which is quite reasonable. And with the ball, we actually averaged 27 with a 30 strike rate going at 5.5 and over. So happy with the attack in that. In T20 cricket, 6 games down, a 125 strike rate. So you are not going to win many games of cricket scoring at a 125. So there's got to be change. With the ball averaging 19, strike rate 13, going at 8.81. And just doing a comparison between 2 players that's opening up. So in Test match cricket, we made the call to go with Tom Haines, just using the compare players tool. And you can see actually Haines hasn't been that bad. Yes, Duckett beats him on every single metric and is scoring an incredible 100 runs per match. But an average of 35 from Tom Haines isn't bad. And the other thing, which is quite stark, is Duckett played 6 games, scored 750s, but didn't go on and score a century at all. So again, if we're in a position where he's scoring a ton, I know I'm picking on the guy averaging 50, but if he scores tons, we win more games of cricket. And today is a huge one. 1, we're playing Ireland, but 2, we've got the Ashes down in Australia, mate. And then we've got the T20 World Cup. And it's starting off with a bit of T20 cricket, so this could be a difficult one because we got swept by the West Indies. We made some changes to the team, but we finished on a high in the final game where Jofra Archer came in and took a shed load of wickets. We scored 200, Jacob Bethel moved up to 3, and that seemed to work for us with his 179 strike rate. And then we ran through them. Or should I say Big Joff ran through them 4 for 8. Now, with it being World Cup year, we've got to make sure we are getting our bowling attack humming, ready for the competition. So Jofra Archer's coming and he's got a strike rate of 10. 10 strike rate is incredible. I'm all over that. Sam Curran's gone at 9s. Rian Ahmed's gone at 8s. Gus Atkinson's gone at 11. But the amount of data that we're actually processing here is like 3 games. It's not a lot at all. Also slightly impressed by Jacob Bethel's 5 wickets at 18 with a strike rate of 13 going in just over 8s as well. And again with the filters you can just flick between them, but going into our opening bowlers, Joffa's opened in 5 games, 10 wickets. Yeah, 4 of them came in 1 game, but that's still a decent return. But we've not seen anyone else put the hand up going, I'm going to be your guy. So this is the team we put out the last time we played. Today we have a pretty decent batting deck as long as we bowl second. Rian Ahmed's going to retain his place in the team, taking the spinner option in, but we do have Bethel, we do have Will Jacks. Will Jacks with a 600 strike rate, 2 balls, 12 runs, love a bit of that. Harry Brooks, the one, the disappointment so far, a 113 strike rate, and Ben Duckett. How long do we hold on to Ben Duckett? We know he can be the best multi-format player on the game, or he was for us on 2024 version. Can he be it here? We've lost a toss and they've chose to bat with overcast conditions. And we get home pretty easy. 4 for Gus Atkinson. He comes in, new ball, Atkinson and Archer. There could be something there in that. Got to keep an eye on Bryden Cars. He picks up 3 wickets, but he's quite expensive. And with the bat, Jacob Bethel. Honestly, the kid is going to be a star. We get a golden duck from Ben Duckett, but is enough to give us a 1-0 lead. And let's be honest, it's a competition, it's a series that we should be winning. I guess the question is there anything else you want to see from your team before the World Cup? Ben Duckett has got back-to-back golden ducks. It's another win. It's a big win actually, 188, and we didn't look like we were going to get there. Partnership from Brook and Butler was really nice, 49 off 33 for Harry Brook. He goes at a 148. We needed a bit of that. We get some runs from Will Jacks. Maybe he's going to solidify himself a place in the team. and Rian Ahmed with 4, Sam Curran with 4, roll through them after they have a reasonable start. Jofra Archer, just got to watch this. We'll look at the stats as we get nearer the World Cup, but just a question mark about his consistency. Brydon Carse worth calling out, going at 6.64 in his role in the team. That's quite incredible. We're going to make a change. I'm going with Phil Salt over Duckett. Duckett is drastically out of form. Can't get any worse out of form. And we're bowling again in overcast conditions. Another good power play from the team. 3 wickets from Atkinson Archer and only 43 on the board. Ha! Curran's got a hat trick. He is having an absolute fantastic series. And it's kind of like this 9 and 10 overall. He is smashing it. It's another easy win. Curran with 5 for 15. Bowl them out really easy. From getting swept by the West Indies, I think we're just starting to get a T20 team together that could be alright in the World Cup. We have a good series. Jamie Smith averaged 43 with a 170 strike rate. Bethel 144. Harry Brook, still question marks. I've never had a good version of Harry Brook on the game, which is quite incredible considering his real life career. And then with the ball, just impeccable. Rian Ahmed, 11 overs at 3.8. Time to change your focus. 5 test matches in Australia. For England, it does not get much harder than that. I need to update the pack. I've got a picture of a bowling alley bowler rather than a cricket ball. But Gus Atkinson, 32 wickets at 24 is going to go. Cook's going to go. But we do have issues around who's going to be the next bowler. Brydon Carse came in and looked good for the test match he played. But we do get a bit of Mark Wood. I think we take Bashir as a backup spinner. And then test match wise, Duckett's on fire. So's Brook. Haynes is good enough. Bethel's okay so far. Jamie Smith averaging 27. Stokes averaging 22. Joe Root's the one averaging 15 from his first few games. So we do need to take a backup opener. I think I'm going to take Pope for a backup. Oh, he's out for 3 weeks. I'm still going to take him as a backup. But then we need to get stuck into a bit of first class cricket and just see who is lighting stuff up. And there's quite a lot of what you would expect from English County Championship cricket. You've got Sam Robson, you've got Hamid up there, Alex Lees, Keaton Jennings, Emilio Gay. I think I want James Rue to go as a backup keeper. And I think he's an amazing player and he's amazing on the game. The question is, who do we take as a backup opener? We've got Alex Lees, who honestly, in county cricket, since he's left England, has set the world alight year on year. 5 centuries last year, 5 the year before that. He has been incredible. Jake Libby, who I'm a huge fan of. Emilio Gay come back, he scored 1,000 runs, but I think you've got to be up here. I really do. There's one more check you've got to do, and it's just checking the second team averages overall to see if there's anything. Jennings, Sibley, Libby, Lythe, Dixon, Rogers, 22 years old. I don't know you. You might be a fake player. But I think we're going to go and make the same mistakes that's already been made with this England team. I think we're going to take Hamid as a backup opener. Sorry, Pope's out for 3 weeks and Cook's out for 9 days. Here we go. This is as big as it gets. England going up against the Aussies. What sort of pitch do we get? We get a bouncy pitch. How Bashir is going to come out. Brydon Carse is going to come in. Gives some good depth to the batting lineup. I'm not sure on the whole Wokes thing. I think I'm going to go with Mark Wood and go for the pace. I would go for Sam Cook, but he's out. So it would be Atkinson, Wood, Ahmed, Carse, Stokes as the 5 bowlers. I don't love the bowling attack that we've put together just yet. Australia go with Sam Constas at the top of the order. You'd love to see a little bit of that. We are going to be bowling on average, so nothing in it. It's even for batters and bowlers. Scotty Boland, build a man a statue. He's in the team. Is as good a start to a test series as you're going to get from England on here. 97 for 5 after 29 overs going into lunch. Carse has got 2. Same old Aussies though, they never give up, do they? They are a hard case. 65 for Carey, 73 for Cummins. They put on 76. Causes problems. Wicket spread around though. Mark Wood going at 279, 2.79 in over of 3 for 53 is a beautiful sight. We get past the worst of the weather. And I tell you what, we could, if we get in, fill your boots. No, it got really overcast and we're now 71 for 3 on the back foot. He's done it. He's been shocking so far this series, but first test match in Australia, first test match, Aussie 100 for Joe Root. He's held us together like glue. Scores 115. We take about a 50-run lead, and it is all because of him, because Pat Cummins ran through us at the top. Day 2, session 2. Beautiful conditions. Bit uneven, bit in it for the seamers. And it's only going to be 154 to win because we bowled them out for 202. Khawaja and Labuschagne batted well. They put on about 80. They actually put on 14. Constance and Khawaja put on 80. But again, wickets spread around. There's nothing more I could ask for from this bowling attack. 154 to win. Day 3, session 2, sunshine, uneven bounce. End of day 3, it is 50-50. Because we were 5 for 40. Stark, Cummins, Hazelwood ran through us, Root with a golden duck. But we've just put on 47. Smith and Stokes, first test match of the Ashes. They somehow have got to find a way to get us across the line. All the energy from Ben Stokes. 68 of 182. Smith 47 of 124. They put on 117. And we go and win the first Ashes test. I feel like we are an okay team in this format. A win would be massive, would put us up to second in the world ratings. The Test World Championship, after getting thrashed by India, looks minimal. But one test down, one win. I'm all over it. I kid you not. They chose to bat in overcast conditions again, and we've ran through them. Mark Wood was on a hat-trick. He's taken 4 for 17. He got Travis Head first ball, and they have been obliterated. He finishes off with 6 for 25. We bowl him out for 105. This is as much as it can be. Game England. Yes, the conditions are tough, but if we score 200, we are in right control. End of day 1. This is perfect. 151 for 2 off 50 overs. We score a 3 and over. Both openers score 50. We've got a 46-run lead, and we're getting a bit of sun. And he's done it. A Jacob Bethel century in the second test match. The kid is the future. We get bowled out 362, but it's a 257 run lead. Bethel with 100, 45 for Brooks, 65 for Smith. Hello, is there just a little bit of form starting to show there? But that is a massive lead. And what are we doing? Day 2, session 3, a bit of sunshine, but I fancy us here. We've done it again. Mark Wood, 10 for 5 for 42 in the second innings. First career 10 for in first class cricket or test match cricket. I was about to say any format, but any level of professional cricket. He's gone and done it. What a performance. We're 2-0 up with a game to play, and we're getting it. Stokes averaging 100 with the bat. Smith 64, Bethel 40, but it's the ball. It's Mark Wood averaging 10. Begs the question, do we bring Sam Cook back into the team? But I don't think you do, because these numbers are incredible. And if we look in this series, they're even more incredible. Why would we change it? Okay, we get through them for 400 though, because Constance and Labuschagne put on 189, and it was painful. Well played to them. They batted really well. They played Gus Atkinson and Mark Wood really well. We gave Rian Ahmed, for all the people that's like, you don't bowl Rian Ahmed enough, you don't bowl spin enough. 24 overs to spin it, and he tied up an end, took 4 wickets. Pretty decent performance from the young man. But we are probably behind this test match with them having 400. 79 behind, we're in trouble. We get another 50 from Duckett. What a season he's having with not going on. 9 50s, 0 centuries. That's a problem. 58 from Harry Brook. All the top 6 really got starts. Ben Stokes has settled into this 7 role. I did push him down, and it seems to be working out all right. But we're a long way behind the game. Day 3, session 1, bounce uneven. We need something special from the bowlers, otherwise we're chasing 400. Not wrong. 378 it'll be. Cooper Connolly, 22 years old, 2 test matches, made his debut last game, 2 50s to his name, and a 97 here, 58 from Cummins. He put on 146 for the 7th wicket. Oh, it hurts bad. 4 for Mark Wood again. He's in absolutely incredible form. But we've got about here. Day 4, session 1, uneven bounce. 379 to win. We're going for it. Yeah, we lose by 125. We get a good effort out of Bethel, and we get some Rian Ahmed runs. They put on how much? 95. But Hazelwood, 1, 2, 3, 4, whole middle order blown away And all of a sudden, when that happened, we were absolutely in a mess. We're behind the game. 400's a good score in the first innings. You're not going to win many games when they score 400. Still, huge questions on Joe Root. I can make a change. I can bring in Jimmy Rue. He's there, my boy. Likewise, are we asking too much of Ben Stokes to be the guy that bowls a lot of overs for us? 252 so far. We've asked a lot of him. And Sam Cook didn't do anything wrong, and I'm not getting him back in the team. Test match number 4. 1 win away from winning the series. 1 draw. 1 draw from tying the series. I had to really think about that. Lost the toss again. Bowling again. Hello, England. Hello, 186 all out. Carey, 68 in response down the order. Did a really good job. Pot 82 with Connolly. Connolly looks like a player on the game. 6 for Gus Atkinson. Bang, 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 bang. 5 for 56. Another centurion in the Ashes. This time, Tom Haines. I think it's Test match century number 2. It's a good one. 207 balls. 2 centuries. Now gets his average up to 40. Here, 1 drop catch, 1 LBW. It's chancy, but it does give us an 83 run lead, as we don't get much else from anyone else. 5 for Cummings. Whoa, we've got a job. They score 477. The game gets away. And it's not the fact they scored 470, it's how bloody fast they scored them. They batted 90 overs. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 5 and over. Conster smashed it. Kawaja smashed it. Smith over a run of ball. Gus Atkinson takes 6. He takes 12 in the game for 142. And all of a sudden our 2-0 lead is dwindling. And it's looking like it's going to be 2 apiece unless we can knock off 400 in the Ashes. He's gone and done it again, hasn't he? 100 in both innings of an Ashes series. An Ashes test for Tom Haines. The wheels have come off a little bit with 249 for 4. Haines goes for 118. 71 for Duckett. Incredible specimen at scoring 50s on the game. It's down to Root, Smith and Stokes. 3 wickets, 150 to win. Day 4, session 2. The bounce is uneven still. Predictor is starting to like us. But we've got to get through the next half hour. We're getting there. 3, 4, 7 for 5 is looking good. Root 58 not out. Stokes 34. We only need 48. Predictor 100%. Oh, 95. Highest run chase in an Ashes series. 395 for 6. We've done it. What's more importantly, we have done it. We have won the Ashes at the first chance. Not the first chance in the series, but our first offering against Australia. Now there's a chance to rub it in and win 4-1. Bryden Carse, 13 wickets at 43. We could make a change there. We get another good batting deck. I could bring in Sam Cook and mix it up just a little bit. With the bat, Tom Haines, most runs, highest average. Didn't see that coming. Harry Brook averaging 25, Smith 28. Stokes is averaging 86 with the bat. We've lost every toss and bowled. We've won the toss and we're going to have a bat. Incredible. Jacob Bethel out for 99. I think it's going to be good enough not to lose the game. We score 420, 419 to be precise. 99 for Bethel. Another century for Joe Root. 2 in the series. He bookends his series with tons and then not a lot in the middle. It's been such a disappointing season for him, but 2 centuries in the Ashes is nothing to be sniffed at. Jamie Smith with 88. His series is, again, he's got better than the poor start. What a moment. Hang it in the Louvre. We bowl him out twice. 180, 126. Atkinson with another 5. He takes man of the match again. We beat Australia in the Ashes 4-1 away from home. We do it. Let's break it down. It's Haines, 390 runs, average 48. Bethel, 354 runs, average 44. He was 1 run away from a 2-1, 100 to 50 series. Root average 42 with 340 runs. Duckett average 37. No centuries, but consistent. He didn't fail a lot for us in this series. Batting form, that's giving you a lot to work with. Stokes was good when he got going. Brook probably the only disappointment. So I think we kind of maxed out batting effort. But the ball is where we just head and shoulders above them, really. Sam Cook, 4 wickets, 13 in the game that he played, and Rian Ahmed only bowled 61 overs in the whole series from 5 games. But Atkinson and Wood, 30 and 31 wickets. Just what can you do with that? A strike rate's in the 30s, economy's in the 3s. It's a huge victory for us. Catapults us back into World Test Championship contention, and also catapults us into 2nd in the world ratings. Not got the top batter in the world, Ben Duckett in 7th, but Gus Atkinson the number 1 bowler. And now we've got the warm-up for the World Cup. 1 days for some reason, and then T20s in Sri Lanka. 1 days, we've been okay. We beat quite easily South Africa. We put up a 190 run victory over them, 332 for 7. So it's been Duckett, Smith, Root at 3, Brook, Butler, Bethel. And I think we stay the same. Bethel's averaging 76 in this role, so that is exceptional. And again, we get the Archer Atkinson combination, we get Curran and Cast, we get Ahmed, a bit of Jacob Bethel. It's not a bad place to be, this team. Playing away, decent deck in Sri Lanka, it is going to spin that much. That's quite an incredible win. We get 275, we get a century from Ben Duckett, because Ben Duckett type stuff in this format is very, very good. Runs from Root. But then we get rolled, and this was down to my own thing. I got too aggressive with the bat, and it failed. As soon as we lost a couple of wickets, we couldn't gain it back. I was worried about the game. But run rate, we're kind of in control most of the way. But look at the spinners. 20 overs of spin, 3 wickets for 70. That worked an absolute treat. Second game doesn't go to plan. Now, if you played this game, you know that Pathan Masanka is an absolute stud. 155 off 132. He knocks off just about 300 for them single-handedly after we get a Harry Brooks century. Is that the first one? No, he's got a test match and another ODI one, but good to see. We need a bit of Brookie. 50-50 record in series before this. We lost to West Indies 2-1 before beating South Africa 2-1. So a win here, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, we're not a bad team. I wonder if we try and get Mark Wood into the lineup. I think we do for Archer. Archer's got 7 wickets at 51, so we're going with Wood at the top. We do take the series. Ben Duckett 152, let's be honest. We score 299, he scores more than half the runs in a relatively chanceless LBW peel and drop catches sort of situation. He takes his average to 66, 2 centuries this season in ODI cricket. Madushka almost did us, 131 off 128, but he wasn't supported. Why? Because we had 20 overs of spin and we had Bethel taking 4 for 41. It's a fine effort from the team, actually, as a one-day team. Again, when the World Cup rolls around, I'm not shying away. T20 series, and it's our last chance to see anything that we want to see. Could bring in a Liam Livingston, 164 strike rate. Johnny Bairstow still putting up a 173 in domestic cricket this year. Jamie Everton looking pretty good, but it's economy rate. You want economy rate or strike rate? Could bring in Jazz Singh. I've got a feeling he is going to be a mighty fine player. So 9 games we've played this year, but it's hard to know what you should do. Gus Atkinson's come in and looked really good, averaging 10. With the ball draft for Archer's probably the only one that you could question, but Ahmed and Cars's economy rates are incredible. With the bat, are we doing enough? We're letting a lot go. Butler and Brook in the middle aren't adding up. Salt's probably got a couple of games before, what do? Banton or Duckett? There's not a lot of options, and there's only 3 warm-up games left before the World Cup. It bodes well, not with the bat, because again we get another first baller. There's been a lot of first ballers. This is just yet another occurrence of not getting an opening partnership together, and we don't even add a lot down the order. We just manage to creep and seep our way to a score of 150 plus. But Jamie Smith starting to look the real deal in this format, question mark. 10 games, average of 31, 157 strike rate, looks a good player to me. And then we bowl him out for 131. Why? Rian Ahmed, 4.75 economy rate. Gus Atkinson also 4 wickets at 5.75 is quite reasonable as well. But I don't want to jinx it. It just feels like we might be peaking at the right time. Salt is going to go. Duckett is coming back in 2 games to go. Bugger. We lose with 3 balls to spare. They needed 9 off the last over and just managed to get across the line. Edge for 4, 1-1-4. We deserved to lose because the batting was poor, but we did get 40 from Duckett at the top. And we lose the series, and it's the bowling that led us down here. Sri Lanka was 67 off 40. I think I had him in 2024. It might have been. He played till about 42. Quite incredible. Bowlers didn't work out for us here, and we just needed too many. 181. We lost 3 wickets for next to nothing, and we were up against it. So we lose the series going into the World Cup. Let's pick our team. Okay, T20 competitions. Let's just see how our stats rock up in the games that we've been playing. An average of 18 is second just behind the West Indies. Strike rate of 130 isn't all that. The bowling average of 16 is really good. The strike rate of 12 I feel is really good. And the economy rate of 7.81. Anything below 8, you're putting yourself in a good position. Okay, strike rate versus balls per out analysis. Jacob Bethel leading the way on balls per out. Josh Butler, good balls per out as well. But there's no one strike rate wise that is kind of standing out all that. We look by let's look by runs. Okay, now we've got it sorted. England top 6 only T20 cricket. 12 games of cricket. This is where you want to be. You want to be high balls per out, and you want to be high strike rate. So Will Jacks has been phenomenal in kind of that 6 role for us. 19 balls per out, 142 strike rate. Jamie Smith, incredible 153. Jacob Bethel, pretty good 150 strike rate as well. This is disappointing though. Harry Brook, I don't expect him to be playing those sorts of knocks. And when you really get into it, your disappointment is you Phil Salt all the way down here. You Ben Duckett all the way down here. And with the ball, Sam Curran, 11 games, 21 wickets. This is quite interesting because everyone's kind of just in the middle a little bit, except for Will Jack. So I'm going to take out, he's got 2 wickets. So I'm going to change the fielders to 3 wickets plus. Get more of a representation of what's going on. So you've got economy rate along the bottom, strike rate along the top. So Rian Arme, great economy rate, strike rate 16. Gus Atkinson, low strike rate of 8. Economy less than 8. Curran, Cast, those 4 are incredible. And then it's what do you do? Jofra is expensive, but his strike rate is 11, which is actually quite reasonable. In terms of the bowlers that's opened, Curran did open in 1 game. So the big time, we've had 5 tests against India, we lost. We've had the Ashes, we won. And now we've got the T20 World Cup with Ireland, Sri Lanka, Namibia and Man. So if you've seen this on 2024, we lost to 2 of the minnows, made it through and won the World Cup. Nothing is impossible with this team. The question is, do we keep Joff or do we give Saqib Mahmood a run out? I feel like if we were going to give him a run out, we would have done it by now. So the team's not going to change that much. We've got good strike rates here. Sam Curran's not giving us that much with the bat actually. But I'm going to go unchanged from where we've been. Pretty happy with it. You play enough T20 cricket in the game to kind of prepare yourself for this moment. Hopefully the team are ready. Literally in the first over, they open with a spinner and Jamie Smith does that. We have a good power play though. 60 for 6. 60 for 6, 60 off 6, 2 wickets. Harry Brook, 29 off 11. Honestly, he's lighting up. He's just gone back-to-back 6s in the World Cup and goes to quite an incredible, he just got dropped, but a 21 ball 50. Oh, he's absolutely smashing it. 18 off that over. As we lose the first game, 182, we owe it to Harry Brook. But other than that, there was a lot of static sort of cricket. And they get a career innings from George Dockrell, 34 years old. He's going to tell his kids about that. It's like the Kevin O'Brien innings, 71 off 40. What a knock. Carson Curran is where we struggled. Our usual, ever reliable backup seamers or first change seamers didn't get it done. Bethel came on 1 over for 17. That is going to make it incredibly hard to go through, and we've got to beat Sri Lanka now, otherwise we are screwed. Jesus, we are in a mess. 224 for 9 they get. Sri Lanka scores 55, but all the consistency we've had around the ball, we've got to the World Cup, the dial is turned up to 10, and we are not showing up. We're going at 12s and 10s. We lose by 59, thanks to Archer and Atkinson scoring runs at the end. We are so far from being a good team. I honestly thought we'd be okay, but we are not okay, and we probably will go out unless we can thrash Namibia. Bryden Cars, Sam Curran, what's going on here? I'm going for the change. You've been the guy that's been working, going at 6s. I put you in the World Cup, and they call you Jigsaw. You just fall to pieces every time. 161 against Namibia. Look at the batting lineup again. We are a walking phone book. 39 from Duckett, 49 from Brook. Saki Mahmood had to bail us out because Freiling has absolutely blitzed us. There are going to be outcries to sack him because we've lost to Namibia. They get 163 for 5. They knock them off relatively easy. Again, Rian Ahmed bowled really well until his last over. His last over just got absolutely bait. Where is it? 6-4, 4-4. And he was so, honestly, he was so good. He had 2 played and missed and a catchable shot in 3 balls the over before. But this is a massive rebuild. Oh, we're going to have to rebuild the guy pressing spacebar. Jacob Bethel as well at the World Cup has been shawaddy-waddy. He has gone at 14s whenever I've gone to him. None of it has worked. Will Jacks has averaged 6, scoring at a 69 strike rate. Jamie Smith at 92. Like, none of these numbers are the numbers that we've been putting in the previous 12 games. I can't believe it. We score 183, Duckett scores 92, but we get rolled at the end. So you're over by over, we start to get worse. And then 186, they score, a man beat us. Will Jacks goes at 14s, Curran's at 12s, Mamoon at 1,010. But we are easily eliminated with a minus 1.27 net run rate. That is by far the worst I have ever done in this competition. Absolutely dreadful. Post-mortem time. Let's have a look with the bat. Duckett averaged 44 with a 179, so he came good. Brook 160 with a 158, he came good. But then Butler a 125, Bethel a 127, Will Jacks 80 at an average of 6. Jamie Smith averaged 4 in the competition. I'm like, come on. These guys have been playing really well for a while. Big Joff, 7 wickets at 12, going at 9s. No one was spared. The economy rates literally add on a third of what they'd previously been doing. Will Jacks didn't work when he bowled. Rian Ahmed went at 9s. He'd been going at 6s for the whole time. Cars was terrible. Curran 1 for 132 in the competition. Just absolutely woeful. We've put ourselves back drastically in that format. I'm not sure what's next episode. Probably be in preparation for some more test series. Hopefully we can continue to build on some test success and get a bit of consistency in white ball, because man, we need it. Thank you for watching. Till next time.